You already are the person that you desire to be right this second. Or at the very least, you have the capability to snap your fingers and become it. If that statement makes you confused, or if you feel like you can't do it, then you need to watch to the end of this video and let me tell you why. In this video, I want to explain that you have the capability to bring about your desired version without any form of effort and immerse yourself into it at any given moment. It is all within just picking a consciousness and immersing yourself into it. So if you want to find out how exactly to do that, this video is for you, and I would definitely recommend that you pay attention. Hi everyone, my name is Matthew, and from this moment forward, I'm going to be your favorite manifestation coach. Now, my intention is to show up 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, to provide you the best, most practical, and most informative information and steps on manifestation, so you can create everything that you've ever wanted and become a master manifester that you've always wanted to be. So if that's something that you feel you need out of a channel, it would be in your best interest to subscribe to this one. Be sure to click that bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. And if you could be so lovely, drop me a like and a comment on this video because it helps the channel grow. But thank you so much for your time. Now into this video. We need to start with the foundational understanding that your subconscious mind, or your mind overall, does not know the difference between a thought and reality. This is why, even though it's not physically in reality right now, you feel fear so intensely. Your mind doesn't know it's only a possibility. It thinks that you are dealing with it now. You're thinking about it, you're attaching a feeling toward it. Your subconscious mind is like, oh God, that thing is happening. If you can choose the consciousness of fear at any given moment and immerse yourself in it as though it was happening now, this same principle can be done with things of joy, peace, abundance. Your mind doesn't know that it's not real. Therefore, choosing it as though it is real now, or at least choosing it to immerse yourself in, will be taken in as real. Now, if I was to say to you right this second, close your eyes and imagine yourself holding a red apple. For this example purposes, don't worry if you can't see it very well or if you can't have the perfect visualization, but do your best. If I was to say close your eyes and hold a red apple and genuinely try to feel that sensation of the apple in your hand, almost like the tingling feeling of the weight. Or imagine the actual weight, or the potential sort of soft surface of it, or even if you can see it. Your hand, assuming you actually did give it a go, would have started to maybe feel a tingly feeling, or even a potential of the weight of the apple, because your mind doesn't know that that apple was being fed to you information-wise from someone through your phone. Your mind, because you took the time to imagine it, actually thought that you had that apple and subsequently created the sensations of the weight, of the view of the apple, the color, the surface of it. Hell, if it was an apple that had a bite from it, probably the smell of the apple. This is the secret to stepping into a new state of consciousness at any given moment. You can stop and just imagine. It doesn't even necessarily have to be visual imagine, but you could just close your eyes and feel the weight of their arms around you if it's a person. Or feel the cold desk beneath your arms if you're like resting your arms on your work office desk that you're trying to manifest. Feel the money in your hands as you're like flicking through the notes that you've managed to draw from the bank because you're a millionaire that just has so much cash. Your mind does not know that those things are not real. That's why you invest in fear. That's why you invest in doubt or anxiety or the crushing weight of regret of not subscribing to this channel. That's why those things feel so real, because your mind does not know that they're not. But we're so conditioned to using that in a negative way, fears, doubts, anxieties, and so on, that we forget that a hug from your person is no different from a red apple in your hand. Money in your hand is no different from a red apple in your hand. the dream house made of marble flooring and swimming pool outside with nice like glass sheeting all the way around is no different to an apple in your hand. It just takes the time to choose it and immerse yourself as though it were real. If you can't visualize, that's fine. You can still feel. I'm not going to take the time to do it too long, but if I was to say close your eyes and imagine the top of your head and feel the top of your head, you'll be able to feel a tingling sensation. So imagine doing that where you close your eyes and you go, okay, if someone was hugging me and their arms were, let's say we were doing the sort of diagonal arms where one goes over and one goes under, close your eyes. I can feel the weight of someone's arm here and here, just simply by creating the sensation. So because of this factor, you can decide any outcome and imagine it and feel it and become it. Your mind doesn't know any different, and it'll actually help with the impression upon your subconscious mind as though it were your reality, and therefore create it. Now, of course, sometimes you may be in a negative state and it's a little bit more difficult. You've got the feeling of fear or anxiety or sadness or regret or whatever it is that's happened that's created this state. So trying to create a new sensation of abundance may not be the easiest. If you can, great, do it. If not, that's when I recommend just taking some really calming breaths to really slow everything down and to anchor your attention away from those things. Deep inhales, pause for a second, slow exhales. Deep inhale for 5 to 7 seconds. Pause for 3. Slowly out through the mouth for 5 to 7 seconds. And do this a whole bunch to anchor yourself in this present moment. No thoughts, no nothing, just present, breathing in and out and focus. And then once you feel more neutral, relaxed and calm, they're hugging me, or we're in bed together, or we're on a date, and feel the sensations and what would it mean to be there right this second? How would you feel if you were, after all this time manifesting them, sat across the table from them on a lovely date? After all this time manifesting it, you can tip the waiter 50% of what the check is. How would it feel to have that money, to have that person? Your mind does not know that that's not actually in existence. So stop pissing around thinking that because it's not real, it's not real. To your mind, it is just as real as an actual event. But going in your mind and seeing it creates it as an actual event. So take the time to calm the body and mind and then go, how would it feel to be across the table from this person that I've been manifesting for 6 months? How would you feel? Where would you feel sensations? What kind of sensations? Bring them to mind, feel them within yourself, show that it is yours, step into that consciousness, and then go forward with your day. Because that is far more powerful than anything else. Because you're immersing yourself as though it is your truth, and then you're letting your subconscious mind chew on that while you go on with your day. But if you can do this, if you can just take the time, the full process of like getting yourself calm if you need to, only takes like 30 seconds. And then 10, 15 seconds worth of immersing yourself, maybe more if you want to, we're talking a maximum of a minute. You probably spend an hour, 2 hours spiraling. So why not take, a minute to just really put yourself in that new space instead? Save yourself the other 1 hour and 59 bloody minutes that you would have been in that spiral for, to do whatever you want and have fun during that time. To just take a minute to do some actual conscious, proactive, maybe mildly effort, in some cases, but some real work that's gonna benefit you. Because it will. Your mind doesn't know that it's not real. And in fact, the very fact that your mind doesn't know it's not real is what makes it real in the first place. So take some time. Each and every example, and of course, I'm more proficient, or not necessarily more proficient, but I am proficient because I've been doing this for a few years now. But each and every time I give you an example just then, I felt the arms around me during the hug. I felt the coldness of the table below like here. I felt what it would be like if I was sat across the table from someone I haven't seen in a while. I felt it in those moments, and you saw how effortless and quick it was. So with practice and consistency, you can do the same thing. And you'll be able to stand in front of your specific person and imagine and feel as though they're actually hugging you right now. So give it a go, and once you master this, you will be unstoppable. Because instead of like picking fear and doubt and anxiety left, right, and center, you'll be able to sit there and start picking abundance, joy, money, love, commitment, blah, 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 and creating them. I really hope this video has helped. If it has, drop me a like and a comment to let me know. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to click that bell icon. And if you need any one-to-one help to break past the barriers of your reality, down below in the comment section and the description are the links to my services where I can help you with just that. But thank you so much for your time and being here today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.